Hello, I welcome to UPSC Prelims Chaturya series of SHANTHA LAKSHMI IAS Academy, where we will discuss the daily Prelims MCQs from the Hindu, Indian Express and PIB. Let's get started. The first question. Consider the following statements about NISAR satellite. It will be launched using GSLV Mk3 satellite launching vehicle. NISAR is a low Earth orbit observatory jointly developed by the NASA and ISRO. ISRO has provided the L-band radar. How many of the statements given above correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. This was in news recently. Satellite is likely to be launched later this year. It can fully map Earth twice a month, measure water bodies, vegetation, snow cover, track agricultural changes, desertification, and aid in the study of climate-related issues, says ISRO chief. Key facts about NISAR, full form, NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar Mission. NISAR is a low Earth orbit observatory jointly developed by the NASA and ISRO. It is an SUV-sized satellite weighing 2,800 kilograms. It consists of both L-band and S-band synthetic aperture radar instruments, which makes it a dual-frequency imaging radar satellite. NISAR will be the first satellite mission to use two different radar frequencies to measure changes in our planet's surface. SAR is capable of penetrating clouds and can collect data day and night regardless of the weather conditions. NASA has provided the L-band radar GPS, a high-capacity solid-state recorder to store data and payloads data subsystem. ISRO has provided the S-band radar. NISAR satellite will be launched using GSLV Mk2. It consists of a large 39-foot stationary antenna reflector made of a gold-plated wire mesh, which will be used to focus the radar signals emitted and received by the upward-facing feed on the instrument structure. Mission objectives: it will measure Earth-changing ecosystems, dynamic surfaces, and ice masses, providing information about biomass, natural hazards, sea level rise, and groundwater. NISAR will observe Earth's land and ice-covered surfaces globally with 12 days regularity on ascending and descending passes. So the answer is only one, because it will be launched using GSLV Mk2 satellite launching vehicle, not GSLV Mk3. NASA has provided the L-band radar, not ISRO. With reference to the General Provident Fund, consider the following statements. GPF is a kind of public provident fund account that is available for both government and private employees in India. Employees can withdraw their savings from the fund upon retirement or resignation from the service. Which of the statement given above are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one or two. A single judge bench of the Madras High Court recently held that employees are not automatically entitled to pension benefits based on deduction made under the GPF scheme. About this fund, GPF is a kind of public provident fund account that is available only for government employees in India. It allows them to allocate a portion of their salaries to their GPF accounts. Upon retirements, employees receives a accumulated corpus from their GPF accounts reflecting their service tenure contributions. As per the GPF rules, the following are eligible to subscribe to GPF account. All temporary government servants who have given their service for continuously 1 year, or re-employment pensioners, except those eligible for admissions to the contributory provident fund. All permanent government servants. Contribution: it is a mandatory scheme for government employees requiring them to contribute a certain percentage of their salary towards the fund. The contributions are deducted from the employee's monthly salary and the amount earns interest at a predetermined rate. withdrawal, employees can withdraw their savings from the fund upon retirement or resignation from the service. A GPF is flexible, allowing employees to withdraw money from the fund for various reasons such as marriage, education, and medical emergencies. Employees can also take out loans against their GPF account subject to certain conditions. Employees who transfer to another government department or leave their job can withdraw their GPF balance or transfer it to their new employer. The GPF sum will be paid to their nominee if the employee passes away. GPF also offers a competitive interest rate revised quarterly. The GPF scheme is administered by the Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare, falling under the Ministry of Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions. The scheme offers several benefits to government employees, including tax savings, low risk investments, and guaranteed returns. So the answer is 2 only, because GPF is a kind of public provident fund account that is available for only government employees, not private employees. Moving to the next question. Consider the following statements with respect to the GPT-4O. GPT-4O in this O stands for Omni, offers GPT-4 level intelligence, and it is much faster and improves its capabilities across the text, vision, and audio. It makes human to machine interaction much more natural and far easier. It is also capable of telling about your feelings by looking at your face in the real time. How many of the statement given above not correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. The ChatGPT OpenAI has brought the capabilities of GPT-4 through its latest model named GPT-4o. About this, GPT-4o offers GPT-4 level intelligence, and it is much faster and improves its capabilities across text, vision, and audio. Features, it makes human to machine interactions much more natural and far easier. The voice mode on GPT-4o is efficient and intuitively recognizes the voice of the speaker or multiple speakers. Until now, the voice mode had 3 models that came together to deliver the feature. These are transcription, intelligence, and text-to-speech, and they all came together and orchestrated to deliver the voice mode. This led to latency. However, with GPT-4o, all of this happens natively. GPT-4o reasons across voice, text, and vision. It also has a vision, allowing users to upload photos and documents and can start conversations about the same. One can also use the memory feature and browse in such real-time information during conversation. Also, OpenAI has improved the quality and the speed in 50 different languages. This model can pick up on a user's emotions and come up with different kinds of emotive styles of conversation. It is also capable of telling about your feelings by looking at your face in real time. So the answer is none of the above, because all the statements are correct. Moving to the next question. Choose correct one with respect to xenotransplantation. Xenotransplantation involves the transplantation of non-human tissues or organs into human recipients. The animal organ selected has to undergo genetic modifications. Which of the statement given above are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one or two. Recently, the first recipient of modified pig kidney transplant passed away around 2 months after the surgery was carried out. About this, any procedure that involves the transplantation, implantation, or infusion into human recipient of either live cells, tissues, or organs from a non-human animal source, or human body fluid, cells, tissues, or organs that have had ex vivo contact with live non-human animal cells, tissues, or organs. Xenotransplantation involving the heart was first tried in humans in the 1980s. The animal organ selected has to undergo genetic modification so that the human body does not reject it. Even after the operation, constant monitoring needs to be done to check the body's response to the organ. Why pig is often used for xenotransplantation? Pig heart waves have been used for replacing damaged waves in humans for over 50 years now. The pig's anatomical and the physiological parameters are similar to those of humans, and the breeding of pigs in farm is widespread and cost effective. Also, many varieties of pig breeds are formed, which provides an opportunity for the size of the harvested organs to be matched with the specific needs of the human recipient. In January 2022, the first xenotransplantation of a genetically modified pig heart was done. So the answer is both 1 and 2 are correct. Moving to the next question. Consider the following statements regarding the exercise Shakti. It is the joint army exercise between the USA and India. The joint exercise will focus on operations in the semi-urban and mountainous terrain. Objective is to be achieved from the joint training and high degree of physical fitness, rehearsing and refining drills for operations at tactical level and sharing of best practices. How many of these statements given above correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. The seventh edition of India-France Joint Military Exercise Shakti commenced at the Joint Training Node in Omroy, Meghalaya recently. About this exercise, it is a biennial training event conducted alternately in India and France. The last edition was conducted in France in November 2021, aim to enhance the joint military capability of both sides to undertake multi-domain operations in subconventional scenario under Chapter 7 of the United Nations mandate. The joint exercise will focus on operations in semi-urban and mountainous terrain. The objective is to be achieved from the joint training or high degree of physical fitness, rehearsing and refining drills for operations at the tactical level and sharing of best practices. It will enable the two sides to share their best practices in tactics, techniques, and procedures for conducting joint operations. The Indian contingent comprises 90 personnel, primarily from the Rajput Regiment, along with personnel from other arms and services participating in the exercise. Observers from the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force are also parts of this 14-day exercise. It will also include the French contingent consisting of 90 personnel, mainly from the 13th Foreign Legion of Brigade. So the answer is 22 because it is the joint military exercise between France and India, not USA. Thank you. This is the today's session.